So hi everyone, my name is Avi Wolicki. I'm the owner of Bench Labs BV. Before I start, just a disclaimer, I'm a very technical person. So I really tried to make it not technical, but maybe some places are. And also that is why this presentation is going to be a bit different than other presentations you've seen. To be clear, none of you were hacked, nothing happened. Okay, or at least I hope so. But some of you may have encountered in the last 48 hours some of the stuff you'll see. So if you happen to see it and you say, oh, that's why I saw that thing in the bathroom or over there, so now you know. In general, I'm an ethical hacker, I'm a pen tester, and I'll later speak a bit more about what we do in Bench Labs. But today I'm just focused on this. We're talking about cybersecurity awareness, we're talking about social engineering, and that's what we're going to speak about today. So just a bit about what we're going to go through. It's not going to be half an hour, so sorry in advance if anyone wanted to be in the bubble for 30 minutes. It'll be about 20 minutes, maybe a bit less. And we're going to start with showing the use case that we're here for about how I hacked or played with people here at the conference. Then we're going to talk a bit about the cyber kill chain, delivery methods, how that's connected to the first use case, and a second use case of a spear phishing email that I investigated. That was pretty interesting. And some prevention methods. That's it. Keep it simple. Okay, so what happened? Well, because I'm an exhibitor, I had also access to everywhere. And I was able to print out these QR codes. And these QR codes lead to a phishing page. I just put these all around, so you could see in the bathroom, on the table. That's just me placing them. There was about 20 of them placed all over the place. Today, I didn't place them, so this was yesterday. So if you're an attendee only for today, you didn't see it. And all I wrote was want to win. Now, to be fair, I've done this before at cyber conferences, and I saw the results, and I knew it's a good thing to do. So I tried it here as well. And it worked here as well. We'll see the results. But all it is want to win, scan the QR code with your phone. You lead then to a phishing page of LinkedIn, and then you can put in your details. Now, obviously, I don't collect it, but I do collect and analyze the results. So every time someone clicks the button or scans it, I'm going to see that, and I'll see also the device that he uses. So that was pretty interesting. And this is how the fake phishing page looks. So anybody with a bit of awareness can see also that on top, obviously, it's not LinkedIn, right? It looks like LinkedIn, but it's not LinkedIn. The thing is, on your mobile phone, when you scan it from QR, sometimes it opens up in something called a web view. It doesn't open up in the regular browser, but it opens up in a small pop-up. So you might not even notice the URL being different. Some of you may have noticed it and said, okay, I leave. And that's what happens. But some actually enter their details. Now, I'm curious, because if I saw something like that, why would I do that? What am I going to win, right? Like, they're asking me to enter my details, but they're not telling me what I can even win. But I guess some people just want to win, or they were just playing with me. So definitely people are playing with me. So this log shows something called the user agents. And user agent is every time we visit a website, our device sends a header with our request saying, hey, we're this type of device. And so there's all kinds of devices trying to access this page. Now, for every single device, I wrote if it was a visit or if they submitted their data. So we'll usually see a visit and then a submit, or sometimes I had a bug and we won't see the visit, but we'll see just the submit. Two interesting devices access this. One was WhatsApp. This means now, this only happens when you share a link. This means someone scanned it, took the link, and decided to share it with someone else. Now, I don't know if it's for just because they wanted to investigate it or because they wanted to share the prize. I don't know. But that's what happened. I do see that there's visit, submit, and then a visit. So I'm not sure who's the one that shared it, but it's one of these. This is only a sample of the logs. There's many more. And another one was a fuzzer. And a fuzzer is a program that you can run to scan kind of and to play with, in this case, a website. And so here they were trying all kinds of different user agents, or they were trying to scan something. I'm not sure. And so it says fuzz faster, you fool. Yeah, that's the user agent that this program leaves behind when it makes the requests. So this was just interesting. I felt like I should show that. But just so you get a sense of the numbers, so we had 53% of the people scanned it, meaning 53 unique devices people scanned it and viewed the page. 7 of them submitted the data, and that's 13%. Now, you may say, okay, this is pretty low, but if you think about a conference of cyber people with a lot of cyber awareness around, with a piece of paper in the bathroom that says nothing on it but what you want to win, leading you to LinkedIn on a page that's clearly phishing, this is a really high number. Nobody should get near this. So I found that pretty interesting. And this is the use case of how I hacked you guys. Okay, so it's not obviously you guys, but this was in the conference, and it's always interesting to see this. So just to speak a bit about the cyber kill chain, there's a concept called the cyber kill chain, which it basically explains to us the first step the hacker makes all the way until the last step. And the first step starts with reconnaissance. In our case, I knew that this is a cyber conference. I wanted to put that piece of paper there. And the second step is the weaponization. This is me taking that piece of paper, adding to it the QR, and making it a phishing page. And the third part is the delivery. And in our case, the delivery is putting it in the bathroom, on the floor, on the side. I even put one in a garbage can, just to see what would happen. The fourth is then exploitation. We're actually somehow managing to gain access. In our case, it would be the credentials that we get from the person that logged in through the phishing. Installation, which, if we're talking about a phishing attack, is not really relevant. Command and control, some way for us to control whatever it is we installed, if it was a virus, and the objective. But like I said, we're focusing specifically on delivery, because this, if we're able to block it, it's a chain. So if you cut off the chain in the middle, the hacker can't achieve the objective. Up until here, he can do everything on his own. He can do the reconnaissance on his own, he can do the weaponization on his own, and he can do the delivery. But if you click that link, if you insert that details, then you're already helping him. And then it already is your fault. But up until now, it's his fault. So a few different delivery methods. There's email, SMS, phone. We all know about email phishing that we get, and we get it all the time. And usually it goes to spam. And we know about SMS phishing. It happens all the time. And phone, of course, but it could also be anything else. And in this case, I hope I showed you that also a QR code can do it. And sometimes all it takes is 1 or 2 people to click on it, and that's enough. But it's important for us to remember that anything is possible. So it doesn't help that we only have a way to protect against SMSs or awareness around phone. We really need awareness around everything. Moving on to a second case study, which actually is from yesterday. You can see the date here. It's from yesterday. A friend of mine, we're going away for a Christmas market trip here in Europe, and we had a hotel, and the hotel got hacked. Okay, and through Booking. And then they sent us this phishing email, which from the beginning looked weird. Why is a hotel sending me a file? Why are they asking me for information? And if you read it, it says, we have some important information for you. We have sent you a document to your email. Please read and follow the steps to the end. Otherwise, your reservation will be canceled. What? Please hurry up. It's important, right? Now, it's funny because Booking says on top, the accommodation provider takes full responsibility of the content of this message. Yeah, that's really nice, but it's being sent from Booking through one of your hotels. So it's nice that you don't take responsibility for that. So one delivery method, obviously, is an email. Now, this didn't get stopped by Gmail. And there are prevention methods here. But still, Gmail let this through because it's coming from Booking. Everything's OK, right? Well, there's also a file that was attached to it. And the file also had stuff. But here, Gmail scanned it. And it's OK. The file that they sent from Booking is OK. So up until now, the hacker is still using the delivery method without getting caught in any way. And this is the content of the file. So the content of the file actually, again, tries to pressure us into opening up this phishing link, which I'll show you in a second. And then also, it's really important. Please note that you will need to enter your bank details. Yeah, let's not forget, if we don't enter the bank details, we won't have our reservation. It's going to be canceled. So we kind of have to do that. And once again, Gmail scanned it, scanned the email, scanned the file. Everything is OK, right? So this is the phishing site. Now, what's weird here is that the phishing URL doesn't seem very unique, right? But these are specifically the dates of our trip, which means the hacker weaponized a phishing page specifically for us, specifically crafted this file and sent it to us. So I found that really interesting, how much a hacker can go after a regular user in order to get their details. Now, below here, there was a credit card where you could enter your credit card details, and obviously then they took it. It was clearly a phishing page. This was reported also to the web hosting service behind it, and also to Booking. But yeah, interesting how an attacker can get there. So some of the prevention methods that we conventionally speak about are things like email filtering, but that didn't work, right? That went through Google completely. Web filtering, antiviruses, well, that file was a regular Word file. Nothing special about it. That went through everything. Web filtering, that URL was not blocked. That was a legit URL. But there is one method that always works, and that's training. And unfortunately, for delivery methods, it's very important to train. It doesn't help. I mean, it sometimes helps when usually it's not spear phishing and something is very generic. Then it can help a lot to have all these prevention technologies in place. But at the end of the day, without the sufficient training, we are going to somehow end up with something. It could be a QR code that we log into in a conference, or it can be an email that we get from Booking. So just a bit about who we are to wrap it up. So in Bench Labs, we do mostly penetration testing. This is what we're best at. We do also cybersecurity training. This is professional training. All of our team is technical, which means we help out teams, let's say developers that need more awareness on how to develop properly. Sorry, not develop properly, develop securely. And how to make their infrastructure more secure. Awareness training. It's things like this, just throwing QR codes out there, USBs, and see what happens. We really enjoy that. And general consulting. This is part of research and development. We publish research articles together with partners and things like that. Yeah, I promised it would be short, so it was short. So thank you, guys. And if you have any questions, feel free.